Good afternoon. Thank you for your time today and your testimony. I want to thank Commissioner DeCohen and Councilor Fishbein for coming to New York State's first and only Veterans Cemetery in Seneca County at Sampson for the Wreaths Across America. It was a great event, and your recognition of that and being there was very important. So thank you for that. And in regards to, I wasn't going to have any asks for you, but since we've confirmed that there is no cut to the budget, there is a need at the state cemetery for grounds personnel and equipment. Currently, right now, I believe they're relying on a private contractor for burials, which, should that not be available, then burials will have to stop. So if you could look at that and prioritizing some personnel and equipment there, now that we're
It's already in the works,
the
sir.
proud owners of, it's already what?
It's already in the works, Senator.
Excellent. Good to hear. Next, on PTS and treatment of PTS. I've been a champion for years of the Research and Recognition Project, which is a RTM protocol. It's accepted nationwide. The New York State and National American Legion is advocating for this and the New York State Legion put up $100,000 to train, I think, 30 counselors for that, and they're dispersed around the state. The Research and Recognition Project needs help with referrals, getting veterans to take that step to come into treatment. I know there's been efforts underway to get more funding for that, but what can you do with the current programs you have going on? You mentioned mobile services here, to highlight that program and those options, because that really is an effective treatment and puts PTS in remission for many, many veterans and other PTS sufferers. So what do you have in the works to help foster funneling veterans that need that to it?
Good. Thank you for that question, Senator Mara. We've known Dr. Bourke now. I think I've known him, oh gosh, for 10 plus years, and his work is widely known. Since we've become a department, we've been working more heavily within our partners with OMH and SAMHSA, and we've had several virtual programs that we've had with our partners. We just recently had one for the PTS with one of our women veterans program organizations. It was a lunch, learn, and laugh program where information was given with that. And again, just working more closely with our state partners to ensure that those things are built in. That's part of what's on our form now when our veteran is sitting in front of us, to ascertain the need and to stem the tide of loneliness and the things for PTS.
I've worked with this for a long time. There's certainly a reluctance of many veterans to engage in the treatment, and I think it needs to be fostered a little more to encourage that, because we have trained these counselors around the state, and I believe they're in the major areas of like Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, 30 of them that have been trained, and they're providing services for PTS patients. Not so much veterans at this point, but other causes of PTS, and it's effective. So please put that into your arsenal of referring people
Absolutely.
To these things.
Yes, sir. We'll certainly look into it, Senator.
Thank you very much. And just to follow up on federal aid, and following up on Senator Ashby's, what is the department doing to try to leverage federal aid for many of these programs for veterans, whether it's suicide, whether it's PTS? What's in the works to seek out those funds to bolster the budget of the New York State Department of Veterans Affairs?
Right now, we're still in continued conversations. We've had a couple of them personally with the Honorable Dennis McDonough. We have a return visit back next month as well to foster these things. We know that there's also a backlog in the claims being processed for our veterans, and we know that also so many of our veterans don't have access to their medical records. That's causing them even more stress and PTS. So ascertaining those records and ensuring that we have a high-quality claim as well, as continuing talks with
Thank you very much.
Washington.